Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. Welcome back. The topic for this video is Unleash Your Profound Potential. A few important, essential things I want to share with you today, and they have to do with basically tapping into really what is deeper inside of you and making sure that the life that you experience on a daily basis really matches the maximum potential that you can have. So there's nothing wrong with your life not being complete or not being at 100%, okay? It's very important to be able to enjoy what is and delight yourself in what you already have. So that's really great, okay? I'm not saying that you have to feel miserable because there is some potential out there that you are not yet reaching, okay? It's very important that on a daily basis you enjoy what there is. Now, if you have the feeling that you come to a point where you want more, where there is something inside of you, a longing to achieve something greater or better in life, then there is always potential to grow. Okay? And the only reason why you might not be manifesting this potential right now is simply because of conditioning. And this conditioning, what is it exactly? Well, it's simply the fact that what you experience today in life is the result of an accumulation of experiences of what you had in the past. It is the result of something that has been building up and right now creates your character, your mind, the circumstances you live in, and basically you get used to being in these mindsets, this set of actions and these circumstances you live in. So when you want to tap into your profound potential, unleash your profound potential, you have to connect with something which is new, which is going to stream through your life. It's going to be an inspiration, it's going to be maybe people you meet, it's going to be a book that you buy, something that is going to help you renew, refresh your mind and bring in something that is not yet there. It's very nice to have the inspiration or the idea. Now getting help or getting support or getting sponsorship to achieve those things so that you attune yourself, then that's the moment where you can, you can really tap into something which is much deeper than maybe what you're doing now. And when I say much deeper, it's not so much, more complicated. It's simply engaging into a line of action or a line of beliefs and mindsets which are going to take you one step further in your life. And when I talk about inspiration or support or sponsorship, I talk mainly about something which is invisible. Why? Because we live in a world where we get inspired and we are not always aware of how this inspiration comes to us. I believe that it's a very magical, it's a very mystical experience, in fact. We take it for granted, you wake up in the morning and suddenly you have an idea and you think, well, I just have an idea. But the process of the manifestation of this idea, the process of this inspiration, I think it's fundamentally something, a very profound spiritual process. It's something that actually guides us in life and that allows us to tune into something, new, some new developments in life and on the planet and for humankind as well. So what stops you from having a stream of inspiration and new action flooding you? There is one key element that can stop you from being there, and this is the fact that, the conditioning, of course, but it's the fact that very often our minds and our lives are saturated. It means that there is little space to bring in something new. And if you want to bring in something new, you need to create space. You need really to free space in your personal environment and free space in your mind as well. So if you look into my life, there is lots of space. I mean, I'm clearing space all the time and I have very little things from the past. What I tune into is more into the future, into the potential of what can be. So I encourage you to try it out. That's probably the first step that you can take when you want to renew your life. It is to declutter your life, to remove the stuff which is around you, which is just memories that you don't use. You must realize one thing, it is that every object that you have around you reflects a certain message to you. It contains an emotional message, an emotional content, and this content is being reflected to you all the time. For instance, if you have, a set of pictures from a past relationship or something that you experienced 20 years ago, having those things in your personal environment are going to reflect that specific set of emotions that you experienced 20 years ago. So when you are surrounded, if it's just one thing, that's no problem, but if you are surrounded literally by past memories, well, that's where your mind goes back. It goes back to the past systematically. So if you want to connect or tune into your future potential, well, it's important to create space. And that's something that not many people are doing. And they're not doing it because they're afraid of the space, right? When you accumulate these memories, eventually it gives you comfort, it secures your mind, it gives you mind frames, it's like your cultures, your background, it's your past, and people dwell in that a lot. So if you want to tune into your future, then start by creating space and removing the clutter or the things that that you don't really need in your life anymore. So that's going to create space. There is lots more that you can do to generate freedom in your mind and in your personal environment. Lots of it has to do with emotional freedom that you build through energy. I mean, I have a whole set of techniques that I use on a daily basis also to keep my mind clear. And these are very powerful techniques. I don't have the time to go into that, but simply know that you have dozens of energy techniques that you can use to clear your mind and generate that kind of space. And what more? So once you start generating that kind of space, once you have freedom in your mind and free energy that you can really invest into new projects, then it's a matter of connecting with, aligning yourself with something which is very profound in yourself. And with all those things, it's stuff I can help you with, okay? So what I'm giving you here is a boost of inspiration, a boost of energy. You'll probably already start maybe taking action, going in the right direction with that. But if you feel stuck, if you have the feeling that you need a hand with that, go back to my site and we can talk live. We can really have a conversation live with that. I can pick up the phone, call you, and the link to sign up for that is at vitalcoaching.com/coaching.htm. There is plenty of strategies, ideas I can share with you so that you can take your life to the next level. And everything is super practical, okay? I'm not going to flood you with generalities and concepts about life and what you can achieve. No, these are practical steps that you can take, and I have literally dozens of strategies that I'm looking forward to share with you on how to unleash your profound potential. If that's something that resonates with you, again, go back to vitalcoaching.com/coaching.htm. I would love to have a chat with you about that. Okay, take care for now, and talk to you soon again. Bye bye.